That's what I said, because there was some kind of artwork from John Podesta that had what looked like hybrids. I don't know whether it was them dressed up like
Yeah,
monsters.
I know. No, you're right. I know what painting you mean. No, you're right, Linda.
And on their backs, they had cages strapped to their backs with little kids in the cages.
That's
And the kids
real.
are screaming.
That's real. That's real.
And
That's real.
you were talking about the frequencies of the organ in the church and how everything has this frequency to it that is, but I believe that they use the screams of those kids or hit a frequency that really these demonic things feed off of that screaming of children. You know how children are when they have these high screams. And like you're saying, to have to be
What
exposed.
is they have to scare them so much to release the toxins in their stomach.
Yeah.
And the toxins travel up through here, and when it reaches the penile gland, yeah. See reptilians, when they do it underground, yeah, they just pick a kid up, and I am not, because it scared me to death. I woke up, this was about 11-year-old, and about 3 days after this one, yeah, they let me experience about 11-12 seconds, yeah, of a demonic like scenery, and I frightened me to death. I ignored them for months. I stopped taking everything. I just stopped. I thought, whoa, no. Frightened me to death. Yeah? Frightened me to death. Right. Oh, mate, tell you what, thinking of it now, it's really crazy, to be honest with you.
Well,
It's not nice. It's
Arizona,
not, when it's nothing real, mate, it's
Arizona,
not.
Arizona Wilder talks about how, especially the queen, that she's been there when the queen is shapeshifted into a lizard, that she has a giant tail, that she's royalty, and that when the queen and all of them are there, they don't wait. Like you're supposed to do a ritual, you're supposed to wait for a certain time. They don't wait. They shed their hologram or whatever, and they just go for these kids and start ripping their throats open and eating them and rubbing the fat all over their skin and stuff.
Well, the one what I see, it just, there was a load of them in a pit, and this reptilian, he had shoulders like beach balls, yeah. He looked like 3 times bigger than Mr. Universe, and he just picked one out. It was screaming. He cut it there with its claw, give it a little cut, and then just went. As soon as the toxins rushed through, all into the penile gland, he just opened up his mouth and ate it like an ice cream.
I bet there's
I thought, is this real? Is this real?
And thinking about this too, why wouldn't they? Because first of all, the adrenochrome is better. It's purer, it's cleaner, if it's especially from an unvaccinated child, number one. Number two, why would they battle some grown person who has all these toxins and poisons and stuff in them when they could just grab a kid and get like that? It just makes sense that they would do it like that. They don't have any
see the adults, reptilians, I'll tell you now, unless you're walking in a wooded area, mind mate, and 9 times out of 10, if you are, a grab you, yeah? But reptilians will not go near adults.
Yeah.
All the people what sold their souls and all that sort of thing, and the demonic, or hybrids, they go for an adult. You got cannibal restaurants under your eyes in the high street. You've probably got a restaurant, and underneath that restaurant, you've probably got a cannibal one. But if you've got the golden card, yeah, you can go in and eat. Like what's his name said, it's a big club, and we ain't in it.
Right.
Was he done that the comedian?
Well, when you look at all those designers like Coco Chanel, CC Cannibal Club, and they're all wearing those CC
All
Coco
satanic
Chanel
priests.
belts.
Every
That's
designer label is named after a satanic priest or some
yeah,
sort of satanic witch or something. Do you know what I mean? Because
huh?
don't forget, you see the reptilians in all these people in our lifetime. Yeah, you see like Tom Cruise, Al Pacino, the Queen, Chuck, all of them, even Harry and William. Yeah, they've been alive thousands of years. This is just the vessel they've used for
Right,
this lifetime. This lifetime, yeah. Those probably someone else more powerful back then. You know what I mean? Yeah.
right.
Like see William the Conqueror. See William the Conqueror is reptilian. Yeah. That's what I'm saying to you about even the world's most educated can only go back 400-500 years. What they've learned in university and everything. I don't mean I'm not trying to be special or anyone important, but listen,
No,
I can go back millions of years of true stuff. And if I get stuck, they just butt in and show me. Simple as. You know what I mean? And it's been like that for especially last 7 years. Yeah. Because what happened to my daughter, they was trying to keep me on a level. Yeah. So I didn't get go because they know I've had issues down there. They know I've had bipolar because of what
yeah.
happened to Ruby, because I had my head so far up my own ass, worrying about the rest of the world and everything else. You don't expect it to come up, some satanic fuck to come along and inject your daughter with it on your own doorstep. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So being someone who was really up on it, who knew 10 years ago they was going to pull this scandemic off, and they've done it behind my back. Like I didn't get no signs, no nothing, because I stopped even taking information. See the frequency fence, yeah. I'll be honest with you, I fucked it off for ages. When they done that to my daughter, I thought you're showing me all this stuff, this and this. You're taking me back millions of years, but you couldn't give me a sign.
Yeah.
You couldn't give me a sign on my own daughter of all the stuff what I've been trying to do, trying to wake people up and trying to bring in. Oh, I wasn't doing so well back then. I was looked at as a bit of a nutcase.
Yeah.
But I just like that just done me, Linda. I thought, and then I thought, hang on a minute, I've got to start being nice here. I'll start like, and I've always been consistent and loyal to them since. Listen, this don't hear this the wrong way, everyone. But what's happened to my daughter and many other kids, this was all meant to have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing happens accident. Yeah. These people don't make mistakes. Yeah. Nothing's random. Yeah. From the moment they came in, probably about 100 years before they came in, while they was all planning and how they was going to do it all and all this. Yeah. Listen, since JFK Senior made that speech, he stuck to his word, but he couldn't do it alive. They had to fake his death as well. Yeah, he couldn't do it alive. Yeah, and this is where he started Q. This is where he started pulling all the positive people in and all the people they can trust. Because don't forget, all these people also have been alive thousands of years. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't trust they can't have newcomers in. They can't even have new positives come in because they don't know the plan. They don't know what's gonna evolve. Because this has been planned about 3,000 years. This has been planned out for, but they haven't been able to execute the plan. They was going to execute it 2016, 15, the night of the LA shooting. Yeah, but that's when Trump sent the White Hats and the Special Forces or whatever to pull Ben Salmon out. That's when Ben Salmon dedicated his life to Trump, White Hats, Galactic Alliance, and all that sort of thing. Ben Salmon runs internet. He controls internet, all of it. Not Elon Musk, not all these other people you all think. Ben Salmon, the new Saudi king, he controls all internet worldwide. Yeah. If Trump tells him to do something, or change something, yeah, bullshit about Elon Musk or whatever, Ben Salmon, he'll get it done, yeah. But Ben Salmon's going to be the one that pushes the button on the internet, yeah. He's going to be the one who's going to boom, take that away, because that man is top notch. Ben Salmon, I think, had something to help. He helped hide Diana for the first few years.
Oh.
So there's a lot of just don't forget, all the Ben Salmon, all these people, they've been alive thousands of years.
And there's a lot of bad blood that
yes,
yeah.
Yes. Well, look at the Romanovs. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why Melania is acting as Trump's wife is she's a Romanov, and not she's a positive, but wants to change the world. But she got a lot of revenge as well. Like JFK Jr. and Diana, yeah, they're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Trump is, when he says he's the king, listen everyone, he is. Right?
Yeah, well, that's what I
is. Listen, Trump tells Galactic Alliance what to do as well.
I bet he does.
He tells them, listen, the intelligence of that man, yeah, there's nothing the man don't know. He's still on the top realm. Yeah.
I believe it.
On the top realm. That's why he is what he is. Can you see where I put the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got Joe Biden, Richard Branson, Jeffrey Epstein.
Who's at the top? Who's at the top?
That's Joe Biden.
Oh, Joe Biden. Okay.
Yeah. Richard Branson.
Richard Branson.
Jeff Epstein.
Epstein.
Yeah. Well, and I put there, fly over this, and you would have been eaten alive.
Oh,
underneath the Bermuda Triangle at the bottom is a draconian base. Yeah.
Oh.
Base at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle, but very powerful EMF. Yeah. Electromagnetic field, very, very, very powerful. Yeah. You couldn't have that power all over our sky.
Right.
Yeah. You just couldn't. They put it in a triangle, and the reason why they put it in a triangle is because of these three islands. Yeah. Joe Biden, Richard Branson, Jeffrey Epstein, they've been there for hundreds of years. Yeah. Maybe not in them vessels, but they've been there for years. Them 3 years. Gets the privilege of owning the other islands around them as well.
So when people say, oh yeah, we were flying over the Bermuda Triangle and all of our mechanisms started going crazy and all this because of the electromagnetic field.
Yeah.
It causes all kinds of disturbances in planes and stuff like that when they're flying over. All of their things go wacky. Also, right. do they pull them? Are you saying that
if you fly too low and it looks like you're being nosy, you ain't getting through it. You'll have some sort of cloud, suck you in, and you won't be able to see nothing until you're at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When you go into the water, they don't pull you into the water. You go through the water, and no. It's like a little porthole thing. Yeah, it opens up, and this white cloud thing. Yeah, when you're in whatever, you won't be able to see nothing, and it'll pull you down right to the bottom. Yeah, and sometimes when you look, have you ever seen it when you see a submarine or a boat or a plane in the desert? Have you ever seen a ship in the desert?
Oh, I haven't, but I know what you mean, like a mirage. Yeah.
Well, no. This is where sometimes they just dump it. They get the Grays to just dump it. Yeah? And what they do, they just dump it in the desert. And when you get like archaeologists turn up and go, what's a ship doing in the desert?
Oh, yeah. There was something like that in the middle of nowhere on a side of a mountain where there was a bunch of stuff. Like, how the hell did it get up here?
Yeah. Sometimes you look at things and you think, how did that get there? And
So they just dumped it.
Sometimes that's just the Greys being a bit lazy.
Well, what else have you got in there? The Bermuda Triangle thing is interesting. What else have you got?
The Bermuda Triangle is basically a triangle with very, very powerful electromagnetic field. They can turn it on and off, yeah? But when it's on, like, it's like a magnet, it pull you straight in.
Oh.
But what they do, they disguise it a little bit. They form like a cloud thing, yeah? And you fly in it. Or with at first, you used to be able to, some people who go through it on a boat,
yeah,
they'd be gone straight away. But now what they've done with a little bit more technology, so it ain't some Mac, is put like a little field up around it. So like basically, as you're going towards that area, you'll sort of like something to take control and it'll drift off. And that's where you might hear some people go, "Oh, I was going along the ocean and the boat just took control. We just went off that way.
Yeah.
And then we come back in and I didn't touch nothing." Yeah, because the Bermuda Triangle's directing you around it.
The Bermuda Triangle.
I'd rather be directed around it than sucked into it.
It's kind of like that movie, The Abyss.
Yeah. It's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh, and you see them extraterrestrials in the abyss, like the skate ones, you know, when it's going like that, really, really pretty thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're real. They're real, they're real, them ones. And I'll tell you what, you'll see them. Listen, anything positive, extraterrestrial, everyone's going to see them. You're going to see them.
Good.
Yeah. Now, that's a little bit to do with the scare event, what we'll talk about, yeah? The 2 scare events. Yeah. You see it?
Yeah. I'll hold it up a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Right, you see, you get that. Right, see these?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 orbs. These are little egg ships. They're designed by the reptilians. These little orb ships, these are the ones what they use to do crop circles and all that sort of thing,
Okay.
Yeah? These are reptilian created, but the Greys use them, because the Greys are quite good when they rig these up to their brain,
Oh.
This is what the Greys are good at, They're good at controlling stuff with their brain, when they rig themselves up to the ship and all that thing,
Yeah.
Right? But 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Forms a hologram on this one. Yeah. These 3 form a hologram on this ship. Right. This ship here is his little buddy, just to make sure everything all goes cool and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happens is this one flies through here. It's the sensor button. Yeah. Energy direct sensor button, but will eventually, when it heats up to a certain heater, it'll hit another timer, what will send thingy down here. So when it goes, explodes or it collapses, by the time it hits the floor, everything's turned to dust, and there's not a thing, or apart from the stills, what was cut on an angle, right? But listen, when this one flies through here, he zips out here, and they flies off into Blue Wonder.
Yeah. So it's not it's the orb that flies off. Yeah.
And when I got shown that, I see a clip of a woman in the helicopter, the journalist woman, who they confiscated all the videos and recordings off. When they brought it back out, that proves my point. Again, that I was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly the same ships as what they used to do the crop circles with. Formed a hologram on this one. That flew through there, hit the sensor button, flew off there with his mate and that. And the same thing with the other one.
So
That's why
those three ships formed the hologram over
on
the
this
other
one,
ship that looked like the plane, and then that went into and pushed activated the
push
button.
the button, yeah,
Yeah,
where to call, and then they just flew off.
and then it
And
flew out the back.
the maddest thing about it all, yeah, all five of them sat up here and watched it. Bastards. Sat
I
there and
wonder if they
watched
had
it.
popcorn when they watched that.
Yeah. Do you know what? Oh, I said that. I wonder if they had popcorn and ice cream and all that stuff, looking down, going, look at that. We just done, we've done worse than
This,
that.
I have this, I have this image of these grays sitting up there eating popcorn and giggling.
Yeah. It just like, and sorry, all you architects and everyone out there and all you heat. Listen, I don't do this to upset people, all right?
Yeah, it's really, really
I'm just
terrible.
showing you. I'm just trying to tell you all, yeah, that you just don't know where you are.
Yeah. Well,
You don't know where you are. Honestly, listen,
I've been told
I
too.
can't wait till they do when they activate the flash. Yeah, just all don't worry, especially my brothers and sisters, the 20%, the consistent ones, the good ones, the ones who are actually waking up to this next level. Because you are right, Linda, you are right. You have to understand not just the level of lying, but the ET world.
Yeah,
When you understand the ET world and realise that you are a no one at the moment, you are more than a no one. You just don't realise that yet. Yeah.
yeah.
Look, Trump sort of slips these sort of little things out here and there sometimes. You know what I mean? When he says, "Listen, you're more than what you think you are." Look,
Yeah.
you don't realise when we all come together. He's trying to get us all like, but it's 78%. It's like I'm like,
Well, this hologram business, they've been fooling people with holograms for a real long time.
yeah.
And a lot of people paid a lot of money to see Paul McCartney in concert. And, all I'm saying is every concert I've ever been to has probably been a hologram, because they're not gonna, why would they go out, put themselves through all of that? I used to think about that all the time. How on earth do these people perform like this on tour, one right after another, and they have all this energy and stuff? Well, you think drugs and all this stuff, because we don't really know all the possibilities that could be happening. And as far as holograms go, why would they send the original assets out where they could get injured, get tired, get sick, and when they could just show
Michael Jackson? Can you remember when Michael Jackson come out, the last sort of appearance he done when he's on that little stage? It was like a little private one, wasn't it? And he said, "Listen, you're not going to see me about for a while." The same as what Trump said, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to see me about. This is when it was the proper Michael Jackson, yeah. He's black, like good looking man, yeah. Like, it was him. You can remember when he comes on that little stage and he says, "You're not seeing me a little while, but justice is coming." He said, "Justice is coming," yeah. And he promised everyone, all the fans, yeah, justice is coming. Michael Jackson hasn't been in the public since that time. See, since when he burnt himself and that, yeah? He hasn't been in the public since then. Trump hid him away straight away. That's why they had to try and come up with the best clones, yeah? Because I don't think the stem cells, what they took from Michael Jackson, yeah, they took them from him a long time ago. So it wasn't as strong as like you know what I'm trying to say. The stem cells wasn't as strong as what they would have been as like when they take them straight out and put them into the thingy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because all the stem cell is, they put a few other bits and pieces to it, and they wax it with a couple of volts, and it starts supplying. It starts creating its own blood supply. Once it's got its own blood supply, they put it in the tank, and within 6 months, you got like a full grown like. Well, the Michael Jackson ones didn't come out very good, did they? Because they didn't have strong cells.
So you're saying that his clone was not able to reach full
Well,
potential.
his clone, none of them was ever good. He had to have an umbrella over him all the time, didn't he? He had to cover
Yeah.
his face all the time and that. That's why he started wearing faces. It wasn't like a fashion or OCD thing like everyone thought it was. No. It's because like all the clones, they couldn't get it right. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
They
the
were
nose, he had the nose. Yeah.
that's right. And that was a clone. No, when he puts the baby out the window, and everything, that was Michael
Hey,
Jackson.
you don't have to convince me, is because the whole world was wondering what the hell was going on with him. And also, he's just an extreme example of what's happening to all of these people. You notice it more with Michael Jackson because they don't look alike, all the Michael Jacksons. Same with Britney. But really, they've had this.
There's a documentary. There's going to be a documentary come out about Britney. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, that poor girl, like,
Yeah.
or she's had to do bad things. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do about all that part of it. Yeah. But what that girl has gone through because of her dad. Yeah. See the dad. I think he must have some like high up demon in him or something.
The father of Britney.
Put your daughter through. Listen, what these people put their own kids through is just beyond human apprehension. You would never even think of it.
Trump talks about that too. He said, do you love your kids? He talking about taxes, but he says, do you love your kids? Do you want them to, most people love their kids. And I think he's talking exactly about them. They don't love their kids. They use them as assets.
Because they know that they're vessels, Linda. Because they know they're just vessels. It's like going to a slaughterhouse, butchering pigs and cows, and we have it on a Sunday dinner. Yeah.
Right.
They're a different species. It's easy to kill a different species. Yeah. That's why when people start saying, like in UK, people like Holly and Philip Schofield, who does all the shows there, like shit in the field they are everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they starts thinking, how can these people kill? No, them vessels, then they can't. It's what's in it. It's what's in them. Yeah. When it comes to feeding time, because don't forget, demons can't manifest, so they need all that stuff like to keep active, like, and everything. And that's what they use the reptilians for, and the reptilians use us and the Greys. You know what I mean?
Right. And these demons have not mastered it. They can manifest sometimes.
You just corrected 1 minute, Linda. There's nothing the demons ain't mastered.
I'm talking about manifesting.
Oh yeah, that they haven't. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They haven't. No, they haven't.
And so they have not mastered it. They're obsessed with this. They want to exist. They want to be, and they want to be existing as a celebrity, as a politician. They don't want to be a garbage collector.
No. This is what the demons promised them. Yeah, you're going to go in there, you're going to do this, yeah, but it's not going to be bad. You're going to love it.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to want to live your life out there, but you're going to get us in there. And the only way for us to get into Gateway 10 is you.
Right.
And not that reptilians are evilish anyway, so it didn't take a lot to like convince them, to be honest with you, Linda. It wasn't like you're going to do it. They was like, put the plan put upon them when they went to that dumping ground, and they sort of think, by the looks of it, right, they snapped it up like a shot. Yeah.
And I've heard that these demonic entities are not compatible with any kind of good entity, but they can go into these reptilian things about.
They had to start sacrificing straight away. The moment they came in here, yeah, and let the water in from the second realm, yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah. No floods or Noah's arks or nothing. They just opened up a porthole from the second realm and flooded the place out. Killed as many as they could. Flooded Atlantis and all that because they had the best technologies. Yeah, done all that. But when they done that, the first thing they had to do was they had to start sacrificing straight away. Yeah, to start letting them in, letting these poor demons through the portholes and everything.
Well,
But they did.
what's in the second realm?
Second realm's like it's like more foresty.
But
There ain't no
who's in
shops.
there?
See the second realm and that, and there ain't no shops and houses and nothing like yeah. It's
But
forest.
who's in there? Who's in there?
It's beautiful. You got basically a lot of positives with
Okay.
positives with two lungs.
Okay. And so
Yeah.
they're kind of, what are they, trapped here or something in Gateway 10?
No, they was just there, and basically they've sort of cut a sort of deal to be left alone as well. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
but the first, see the second and third realm, they've all been saved as well. Look, it's all been sorted. That's what I'm saying.
What was in the third realm?
That's right. Everything's been sorted. The new system, the new planet, the disc, the lens removal.
What was in the,
Everything.
wait a minute, you said something about the Rainbow Children being in the
Oh
second.
yeah, the Rainbow Children are there. They're here they're here as well, but they're very well hid. Because reptilians see them, they kill them straight away.
They're very what?
They're very well hid. They
Oh,
keep
well
themselves-
hidden.
Yeah, and they're amongst. They was amongst. They used to live amongst the what they called the Indians. What they called
Oh,
you know, the Apaches and that.
American Indians,
No, what
Native
they call
Americans.
Native Americans.
Okay.
The Native Americans. Yeah, a
Well,
lot of them are living among them.
who's in the third realm?
The third realm. I'm not mainly animals.
Oh, really?
Mainly animals.
Can we live in the
I
third
haven't
and
seen.
second realm?
I have no knowledge of seeing any sort of form of human. Well, reptilians and greys and that probably in and out. And what was them other ones? These other ones with really good, tall, stretchy necks. Their neck. Here,
Oh,
you see E.T. the film E.T.
yeah.
You know when his neck goes up and down like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, they do that.
Oh, really? Well, that doesn't surprise me.
They do that.
I consider pretty much every science fiction movie
Listen,
to be the truth now.
listen, most of it, yeah. Like, do you know what? Growing up as a kid, I was sitting there like this, watching the side. I'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm not." And my brother or sister go, "What? What?" I go, "Nothing. Sorry, nothing. Sorry." Where all the artifacts they've been collecting up, so the archaeologists and historians can't find it. But what they do is they take all the artifacts and all the history, and they send their own people out to find it before anyone else do. This is where Raiders of the Lost Ark, Harrison Ford films comes in place, yeah, right? And what they do, they find it all first before the archaeologists and historians go out and find it. So what they do is they put fake fossils in, fake artifacts. They even make fake tombs, bury it, yeah. So when these people find these tombs, they go, "Whoa, this ain't been found for millions of years. Look at this story on the walls and that." They're throwing you off all the time because they know in 100 years, 200 years' time, some little plonker is going to come along and go, "Oh, look what we found. It must be true. This joint stops to this, what we found over here." Look, Rice and Malone said, they've only been coming out straight about the last 10 years or so with true findings because they've had to, because it's been coming on top. Yeah. But before that, yeah, because Rice is bang on with that. But before that, they get there, they have their people there. Yeah. And that's a lot. Don't forget the positives, yeah, will also try and find the stuff as well before they find it. What was that, Linda? What was that then?
When did it happen?
Yeah, well, no, what was in the Grand Canyon?
it was a cave, and
Yeah.
somebody found it, and there were all kinds of Egyptian style artifacts in there. You can look it up online. They have
Yeah.
some of the pictures of the stuff that was in there, gold and
The Grand Canyon is pretty significant. I know that.
yeah, there's I think more caves with more
Yeah,
artifacts
there's a
all
lot more
through
stuff
there.
down there.
And a lot of
There's not a lot.
giant bones have been found there, giant bones,
Yeah.
real giant bones.
Oh, I'll tell you what. No, no, no. Listen, there's giants in the second reel.
Oh, there is.
There is. Sorry, sorry. Yeah. You know
Okay.
what? Because you just said about giant bones, it went in my head then instantly. No, there's giants, and I think in the third realm as well.
Yeah, these are
They
big.
are they are there giants still, million percent.
Yeah, because these bones are big. They're
Yeah,
like
they
20
are
feet.
still there. They are. And
Yeah.
Bigfoot and that, Yetis, they're all real. Yeah. They show they shows you Bigfoot in Star Wars. You know, Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bigfoot. Chewbacca, that is a man inside him acting it, but they're showing you Bigfoot. They're showing
Oh,
you.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, but
Look what's
stop.
here. Look what's here. Look what's here, and you lot don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
But also they're putting the real deal in the movies.
oh yeah,
Even Spielberg is it's said that these tall gray aliens that he used in one of his
Spielberg is he has main access to them. He gets them mainly though in these films, and I think who's the other fellow?
So, what do you want people to know about the event? Is that all that you want to
Well,
tell people
basically,
about the event?
the event is short and nasty. Well, no one's
Sure.
going to get hurt. It's be short and simple. They start dropping, turning up the notch a bit to make the 78% start asking questions. They're going to do it to a certain limit. So there ain't going to be like riots, like so many riots. There will be riots. That's why we're going to have martial law. Yeah, because don't forget when we had the 10-day lockdown, every police officer, all justice system, everyone, even doctors, nurses, everything, all got to stand down. They've all got their standing down dates now. Yeah, the chiefs of them all, they've all got standing down dates. Everything around you will change as well.
When are they going to go to
Everything
Little
around
Earth?
you.
When are they going to go to Little Earth?
See when they cut the cylinders out and they all come in and everyone thinks it's an alien invasion, yeah, the transformation will happen then.
Okay. So
Yeah?
they'll probably pass out or
But
something.
they have to do the flash because when they activate the technology into the sun, the lenses, more lenses and plasma, yeah, they need the firmament to use it as a, to trap the light in, so the light travels all around down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look, when you turn a torch on, it's got the metal bits on the sides, isn't it, to make
Right.
the light like wider.
Yeah,
So
fan out.
they've got to use the firmament to do flash. So the white light travels around the firmament and hits everything in here with
Now,
us.
listen, will that help in the dismantling of the firmament? Will it soften the ice?
No, the flash won't. The flash, all that flash is active. The only reason to activate the flash, yeah, is to activate the crystals on the pineal glands in the first reel.
But it has
That's
to
it.
go all around the whole dome.
Got to go all over it. It's going to be like electromagnetic white flash.
So it's going to be a huge. It's going to be a huge white flash.
Huge. People will think it's all over.
Yeah,
we won't.
Like the end of the world.
we
won't.
My God! When people start questioning, and then they start scaring them with nuclear war and all this sort of thing, when everything turns off and the flash happens, that flash when it goes,
yeah,
that will be, everyone will think that it is the nuke war, and that's it. And that will grab everyone's attention. It don't matter. Listen, it's going to get every cat and dog's attention on the planet as well. I mean, all the animals out in the animal world, they're all going to get it as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, they all be sat. You have monkeys and trees going, oh bloody hell! I was in the ocean before here. I mean, I was running around doing whatever before. It's got to remember. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To remember, and that's when you're going to see all the flashing and that, like visions of stuff since you've been here. Do you know what I mean? Like the different lives. Like, don't forget.
So people aren't going to run screaming through the streets.
No one to run screaming and all that lot, because the light.
I didn't know.
Will
Paralyze everybody.
Pulls you. Yeah, it's sort of it'll paralyze you for about 20 seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same sort of technology. Yeah. What the white light, when you die and you turn around and you see the white light, that amnesia vortex, that is, yeah. What sucks your soul in. It's that technology. And see the technology, you know, them little zappers they use in Men in Black to wipe your mind. Yeah. All that. Imagine that on a huge, huge scale. Listen, you got 3 of the hugest motherships just about out 3 direct energy weaponry. Like, not weaponry, it's a technology sort of thing. What I lit the lenses, and that sun will go across the planet. No doubt about it.
It won't make a loud noise or anything like that.
No, it just makes you won't hear it as such. It just when you get that tinnitus, whatever it's called, it goes in your no, the person next to you can't hear it, but you can, can't you? It just goes that it goes like that.
Okay, so it'll be a weird like sound.
You'll probably everyone will shut their eyes because it'll be bright, yeah, and you'll just see white. But during that whiteness, you'll get loads of flashing, and especially when the light goes off again for a minute. You know when you go into like a bright light and it turns away, and you shut your eyes and you see all blue lights and that, don't you? You won't see blue lights this time. You'll see everything flashes of all different things from when you first come in here. Yeah, Prince. You know the one what says she's his sister,
right?
That's Prince.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and it was big scuttlebutt going on back then. Big scuttlebutt about that's Prince. As a matter of fact, who even knew that Prince had a sister?
No, he ain't got a sister. He hasn't.
Yeah, we never hear about Prince's sister.
Never ever mentioned her before. He's never mentioned her. Never seen her at a party or next to him anywhere or at one of his concerts. But all of a sudden, he's got a sister, and the world just suck it up. Oh, we've got a sister.
The world sucks it up. And have we seen the sister again since the Grammys? I don't think so.
No.
She just came for the Grammys.
That was probably
disappeared.
We're knocking it a little bit, yeah. But that was the White Axe. The White Axe.
It was.
Yeah, the White Axe out, Prince, because Prince has been helping as well. Prince has been helping with him. Listen, there's no way. Like I said to you, how they get some of these ones, they let them get their name and their fortune, yeah, lets them feel comfortable and left alone. And usually that person, that famous person, is they knows about all the satanic world, and they knows, and they're thinking in their head like, wow, like my turn's come, like I'm going to get a visitor. Some might not mean this is too, and they do. They turn up and they say, listen, we can take all this away. Yeah, we'll kill your wife, we'll kill and rape your wife in front of you, kill them, and then we're going to kill you. Yeah, unless like you saw on the dotted line. And then what happens is there's a certain contact, what acts as in between, who basically celebrities and famous people who wants to escape, who's got information, good information. They put them on a witness protection program and their family and their help with information, because every sort of famous person will mention someone different because they're all into child trafficking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Madonna, Sean Penn, like Robert De Niro, they all child traffic. They all do it. Yeah. They all
Well,
do it.
and when you think about it, a lot of them, like the models and stuff like that, they do a lot of traveling and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're always going places. And when you look at somebody like Madonna, she's always got those kids around her.
Tom Cruise is a second, third cousin to the Queen. Tom Cruise, the reptilian, what's been in him all the time, is from the same region as the Windsors and the Rothschilds. Yeah, then region of reptilians. Yeah, Tom Cruise is from that bloodline.
Yeah. He supposedly his real name is
and
Richard.
I think Beyonce is as well. I think Beyonce, you'll find. I think Beyonce is as well.
Tom Cruise's real name is.
See, when she does that shapeshift, you'll see the reptilian and the demon when she does. You see when she's on that stage, examine that.
Oh, Beyonce, yeah.
Yeah, you'll see the reptilian, the eyes,
yeah,
the demon face on top of it. Yeah.
Of course, it's a guy.
That's when you know, yeah, that they're like the high up demon, like the real, like the deal. You know what I mean? The real deal. That is scary.
Yeah, but she's not a woman. That's a guy.
Nah, yeah. They change their sex.
Yeah.
When they hand their vessel over, sell their soul, yeah, and re-engineer the vessel.
Right.
They do that because, like you say, see elite and cult families and satanic people. If they have a little girl, they bring it up as a boy. And if they have a little boy, they bring it up as a little girl. Look, Jennifer Aniston and people like that, she's a boy. So many, what these demons, what we're here, like I say, have got ancient history, like knowledge. Like, then don't forget, before they was all dumped on that planet, yeah, with the barrier around, so they couldn't get off of it, they lived and they was out and about like once upon a time before those collected put there. You know what I mean? And the ones on that planet have been a lot around, a lot longer than most of them out there now. Yeah. But
and are they sexless? In other words, are they both genders, or do they not identify?
Yeah, both. That's where the reptilians gets their Baphomet from. You know, with the all of there. That's where they get that from, because the demon don't know what it is itself.
Right.
That's why it's easy just to rape anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's just easy, and not any species. Listen, a demon could rape a reptilian. Yeah, a demon could jump into something and rape a reptilian. It wouldn't be able to say nothing or do nothing about it. Yeah, because you've got one of them. Yeah, you've got three types. The three main reptilians. Yeah, you've got like the big one with the tails, the overlords, the main draconians. Yeah, the big ones, what shapefish will grow big. But you got the type 3 was sort of like a lizardy grey sort of mix. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, they're quite shortish. But you got the type 1. It's about a foot tall. Yeah, what they called it? They're called the grill. No,
Brill.
Vril.
It's the vril. They go in through the eye.
Yeah, and the reptilians use them quite a lot.
Yeah.
They vrils. You see all like the bloodlines. Yeah, the families they snatched to take over the world and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
They was all vrilled. And what they do with all them, they drug them so they can't move, and then the vril climb on top of him and inject through the eye, and then what happens? It starts. It goes through all the nerve system and into the gland, and it starts taking over. It don't take over the soul straight away.
And I wanted to add to that that the way they do it, these vril, they do it through taste and smell. They go in
That's
through
right,
the
yeah.
eye, and through taste and smell, they find the spinal tissue or whatever, the
That's
pineal
right.
or whatever they're trying to do. They
Yeah.
find it through taste and smell, and they're bedridden. The body is bedridden for about a month or something like that,
That's right.
and then they have to be trained to
Yeah, to mimic the
inside the
voice and
body.
all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It starts,
And
and when they're good, they can be put back out. But
oh
until then,
my God.
what they do, they put a clone out while that one's like the real one's like getting its ways and everything. You know what I mean? It's fucking it's
Well,
nuts.
there's a picture.
It's nuts.
It just sounds hideous beyond anything that could ever happen. But there's a picture of Salvador Dali holding up a vril, and
Yeah.
there's a man on the bed, or you can't tell whether it's a man or a woman. They're all strapped to the bed, and they're all covered except one eye.
But listen, yeah, don't panic, don't worry. I'm going to be nervous, no doubt about it. Yeah. Listen, when they start removing that firmament, I've looked up in that sky every day for the last 25 to 30 years. Yeah. But when they remove that, it's going to be it's going to blow me away. Yeah. When they start lifting cylinders out above my head, yeah, and I see it for real. And let me tell you, I'll see this on my kids. I'll see this like a HD movie. It woke me up. It woke me up. Yeah. And I thought, I know how they're going to do it. And I thought, this is going to get everyone's attention. Like they want. Yeah. You've got to get everyone's attention on a level. With my kids next to me. Yeah. And everything will be sweet. And we're going to start our next 6,000 years.